We're back, and I got some good news. If you've been following along, if you're not, then I'll give you a recap. We've been working on creating a small app that allows us to display text on the screen while we're streaming, for the purposes of, or for my purposes of being, to pretty much translate what I'm saying in English to Spanish, so that I don't have to speak in Spanish at the same time. I could take care of any individuals that aren't too savvy with the English. And so, additionally, I was thinking another use case could be just overall general displaying of captions on screen for anything. Uh, we could tweak the app, and we could get pretty much anything we want out of it. Now, sounds complicated. It's really not. I use the streaming software called OBS, and anyone can get it. It's free. And now OBS allows you to stream. Now you pick the screen. You can either stream a particular screen on your setup. I'm on a two-window setup, a two-monitor setup. I could pick a monitor. In this case, I'm streaming my monitor, one of my monitors here on my left. And this monitor, I could also overlay objects over this image I'm streaming. In this case, as you can see, I'm overlaying the camera, bottom right corner, as well as some text. And so the idea being, you could take an app that you make, for example, and set a green background to it. And just like how in the film studios, you use a green backdrop to sort of like get rid of backgrounds, and you can get rid of the green color, and thus rendering an app that is transparent. So what did we come up with? Well, let's rewind a little bit and see where we last left off, because we last left off, there was a build error that was preventing us from, or not a build error, rather we were not able to really get the results we wanted because, well, OBS was bugged. It turns out I needed to restart my computer. I didn't know that until after restarting my computer. In any case, let's go back a little bit, recap, and then pretty much put a bow on the quote-unquote app. So here we go. Let's see. So what do we got? When we last left off, we have this app set up. If you haven't been able to follow along, or if you haven't followed along, don't worry. You'll get a chance to go over it again. It's a very simple thing what I've done here. Anyone, even people that aren't necessarily computer programmers or anything, can do this. This is not complicated. We'll go over it at the end. We'll go recap and probably how to do this in 20 minutes. So let's see. We have the scripts here. We're interested in dev, and we're interested in build. Oh, actually, I think we're interested in electron and dev, right? Yes. Okay. So let's pull up a terminal. Get that going, and our app is up here. Let's check it out actually before we do the build. Okay, so here it is. It seems like I typed some titles in Spanish last time and left it at that, as well as added some little triangle here. I forgot I was gonna look into improving the little triangle, but we'll do that later. That's trivial. So as you can see, we have an app. It's a web app. This is based on Vue, but truth be told, that's like unnecessary. I thought about it after the fact, like, wait, why did I pick Vue? You could just make it. You could just make a plain old HTML and vanilla JavaScript to get this done. Now, what have I done? Not much, right? This is so stupidly simple. It's just two paragraphs. And the point of what I've done thus far is actually to sort of like figure out how Electron apps work, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a Windows app, right, that I can put into OBS and tell OBS, hey, everything that's green, make it transparent, and and show me what that looks like. And so we have that at this point. Now let's run the Electron app and show you the Electron app running. What's an Electron app? It's just a window wrapper for a web app. So you take a web app, put a window wrapper on it, an OS wrapper, and you can put it on OS X. You can put it on Windows, probably put it on mobile devices. I never really bothered with this kind of stuff. It hasn't been my forte throughout my career. So let's take a look at what it looks like from within the Electron app. So let's get that going. And I'm sorry, I that was the wrong command. It's yarn, it's Electron. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna bring it over. This is an Electron app. I can't manipulate it like I normally would because it's borderless. It's borderless in the sense I can't grab it. It has no, well, I can actually shrink it. Okay, cool. But as you can see, I can't move it like I normally would another app, but that's fine. We want it to be borderless. We could go into OBS and cut out the borders. We could literally, if you wanted to be quick, we could just use a window tab to get this done, now that I think about it. But this is neater. We figured out how Electron works in the process. It's actually quite simple. We'll review that later. But what do we got? Well, it seems like I may have actually tip my hand. In any case, let's go into, I'm going into OBS now. I can't show you that, but you will see the results here on screen shortly. So let's go into OBS and manipulate the app. I've got the app. I've told OBS, show this this app in the stage, the quote unquote stage, which is my desktop. And as you can see, as you should be seeing on stream, I have speech bubbles next to me now. Now, of course, they're not dynamic. I can't do much with them, but I would say that's quite the success, if you ask me. I no longer need to, now I just need to tie some sort of do some data binding and get these paragraphs that are being rendered. I can make them disappear over time. I can also create some sort of input field that allows me to quote unquote send messages to the screen here at this location where these small chat bubbles are rendering, and render the chat bubbles while I'm streaming. And I could give you captions. I could get rid of this text up top here, right? I could get rid of this text up top. I could get rid of that. I no longer need these types of things. I could do a variation of this app, and instead of chat bubbles, just general text overlay for captions for the video, not necessarily captions for what I'm saying. So I could say, how on TV programs, you'll get a nice little banner at the bottom describing the news that are being discussed, and that banner fades away, a few seconds later. I could make a variation of this app that does that. So with that being said, as you can see, we've successfully pretty much attained what we wanted pretty much at this point. we confirmed OBS works as we originally thought uh, OBS would work. I'm happy actually with the results. So if you see me glancing down, I have another monitor where I see my stream in another monitor that I have underneath here. And yeah, so I guess now at this point, we need to decide, do we want to just like go vanilla here? Because like what do we possibly gain from just using a framework for no reason? This is something that it's a bit of a pet peeve of mine, which is you don't bring a sledgehammer when you need a small hammer, And we really need to think about where we're going with this and how far we're gonna take it. In other words, to perhaps justify using Vue or in your case, if you're using React, we got to be able to justify it. So in any case, let's do some thinking. Let's do some research real quick together. And I know this may be boring to some people, but this is development. I know maybe I'll do a better job over time of keeping it super entertaining, but this is part of development. And I kind of like doing it live because it leaves room to show that we're not robots with answers to everything. Like, you got to Google this stuff and research and read. So in this case, what am I looking for? I'm looking for, let's see, first and foremost, we need to decide, how are we going to control these little messages? How are we going to add to them? Is it going to be through another window? Or is it going to be right on the same window, off screen? Because I could do that. Now, we'll have to see. Now, the question is then, Electron, multi-window app, right? Right. That's from 2016. Let's take a look from something not that long ago. Oh, I should be reading this stuff. I'm sorry. That's right. It's bad etiquette. My apologies. So I'm just really reviewing this and trying to see if there's an easy avenue. This is actually a recipe for disaster, this type of research where I put myself on the spot to try to find a solution to something. Sometimes days will pass before I'm able to find a solution to a particular problem. I have to shelve that problem for a few days while I, sporadically do research on it. It's not really practical to sit down and expect to find an answer to something you want immediately. So they're saying that Electron can actually render samples. There's samples. You can actually render additional windows. I figured as much. For those that don't know, VS Code is an Electron app. Pretty neat. I didn't know that. Found out recently. Makes sense though that Microsoft would use their own framework for something that important. I wonder what they wrote it with though. I know it's JavaScript, but I wonder what other frameworks. Ooh, we could find out. Interesting. I don't know if that's boring to you or not, but let's find out real quick. I don't know why they always got the wrong freaking thing on Google. I swear to God, I need to roll my own AI for this stuff now. It's getting to the point where Google's initial results are trash. Yo, are you serious? All right. Okay. So let's see. Let's just take a look here. Interesting. Not much, honestly. We'd have to go digging deeper into the source code to learn more about it. I'm sure someone else has done that research. We'll come back. Just interesting. Just a little tangent here. I got to look at these examples because API demos. Oh, nah, fam. Like, just hold on. Screw examples. We have to go to the documentation. The Electron Fiddle. That's interesting. I bet that's gonna come in handy. Probably online editor. Docs. Oh man, that sucks. Nothing is easy from what I saw there. Damn, what the heck? Why is this page rendering like this? Jeez. Okay, this is a single window setup. At the top of the code, we have a main window variable. Let's change the line a bit to support storing more than one window at a time. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at our code real quick. And what do we've got? We've got, let's see. Well, we have got, well, no. I think they're talking about main, not this main. I think it was inside of this that they, I stand corrected. I really don't know where it is, but let's do what I like to do, which is actually just there. Yeah. I don't actually visually search for things. Sometimes like old habits come into play, but so let's see. We've got the file he's referring to. So let's stick to it. We'll come back. At the top of the code, we have the main window variable. Let's change the line a bit. Okay. Let windows equals new set. We want to use a set instead of an array to store the windows for reasons that will become clear in a moment. Interesting. Oh, I should have looked at multi-window communication actually, because like if these windows, if it's a hard thing to do for them to communicate, it seems pretty silly for me to dedicate time What did he change? Let window equal new browser window. I kind of feel like I need to pull this into the other page. Okay, let's see. So he's changing. He's declaring the set inside of. No, this can't be right. Oh, okay. I see. This feels like it's gonna be a crash. It's not exactly what we have, but I gotta pull this off screen. I'm not sure where this belongs. Just a second here. So he's replacing main window with, but we're declaring main window inside here. Okay, I guess this changes to, we're gonna have to change this as well, obviously. It's a bit difficult when you don't have experience with this stuff. It's cringy. So he's changing this. We're going from a I forgot the name of these types of functions, but we're going from an anonymous function to, well, just going to a variable here, saving the function into a variable. Create window, let window equal new browser window. So how does he use windows? Oh, windows, add window. Okay. Oh, okay. What about the variables here? And preload. Okay. So he's saying, they are saying, okay. Let's review this real quick. So wait, I think I made a mistake. That was not right. That's an additional function, isn't it? Unless I... All right. Yeah, it's mad at me because I already have a function by the same name. if we blow this thing up, no worries. We'll just undo everything we're doing. This is a mess. I'm not used to working within such a large display. It's tough, not gonna lie. All right. We can get rid of this for now. Let's comment it out. All this stuff is probably trash. Or we'll just come back. We'll probably undo this and then tweak our code to work because I really like how our code set up. So let's just read through it real quick. So we have this set he declared the new browser window, and he's adding to it, and then he's adding an event listening for when it's closed, delete windows, and that particular window that's closed. Window equals no. He loads the app on at the index HTML file. Okay, I'm not too concerned with this right now. We'll come back. This is for OS X. We do need to take a look at some things. Right. So, tell you what, I think we're going to pivot, even though I feel like we're going in the right direction. We need to flesh out the app a little bit better. And if I focus on this here, we're just going to do this for tonight and then that's it. And this seems a bit in the weeds. So let's go back. We'll come back to this. We still need this feature anyway. But let's add something to the visual, to the app itself. So let me test something real quick. Well, our Electron app is running. It's odd. It did render that. I guess we have to close the Electron app in the to close it and re-render it. Okay. All right. So what do we want? Well, I feel like, I don't know, should these messages be dismissible or should they auto dismiss themselves? And how long? I don't know. They should auto dismiss. Maybe, we're streaming. Send something up there. You don't want to be concerned with it for too long. So, well, first we need to declare an array. We need to declare an array, right? I mean, right now we're just using hard-coded paragraphs, but we need to declare an array that allows us to add to it and over time remove from it. So bear with me. Let's set that up real quick. I don't think we'll need this for now. Don't need this either. Oh, we don't need none of this. Dang. Bear with me just a moment. Man, this has to be the most boring stream in the history of streams. I'm new to the composition API and I want to maybe add something in there, but in the interest of time, maybe I shouldn't. Just keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, let's actually use it. So we need to declare, like I said, a variable, and we can call it messages, right? Or yeah, we'll call it messages. bear with me here. There's some new syntax sugar that we have to use for review now. I forget whether it's ref or I guess we'll find out when it doesn't work. Oh, we need to import it. We need to import that. Probably from view. We may need to watch stuff too, so so I don't really know at this point now. We need another script, I guess. Okay. Bear with me, okay, guys. Again, I mean, I guess it kind of sucks to be learning on screen. Not really familiar with View 3 as much as I should be. I guess we need a function or something, no? Add message. And this function receives a message. Oh my goodness. And ooh, don't we have to specify what message? Don't we have to specify what is this thing mad about? What do you mean? I'm not defined. I'm probably using this variable wrong. I probably need to be doing something else to use that variable. Just a second here, so oh shoot. Oh, the script setup has to have I should have started with a boilerplate View 3. Yeah. Let's pivot real quick. Sorry, guys. At the very least, you will witness the growth live on air, I guess. Because I'm not good at View 3. Or not familiar with it. I should just use Options API so we can get going. I may just decide to do that. And then off screen, off screen, like switch it over to View 3 because this is too slow for my tastes, to be honest. All right, we'll just pull this in here real quick and get going because this is much faster for me. My apologies if I'm all over the place. I'm also learning the stream, obviously. You guys, as you guys know. Why he got methods? This boilerplate is funny. Why would you put methods before mounted? Okay, so we have messages. Okay, and we have messages. We have a method that we don't really care for. Not this one, at least in particular. Where we could go, what is it? Add message. We need that method. It receives a message and then adds a message to what are you mad at? TypeScript error. Dang it, TypeScript. Come on now. This project is TypeScript. I probably have to my linter is probably I don't know. I'll look into it later. So we have messages. Let's bring this to the top. I'm kind of used to operating this way. Bring it up. And let's just render messages on screen, no? Or matter of fact, let's do it right. Let's not do that. Let's do let's iterate over the entire list of messages and print out the message. Now it's not happy with me for some reason. The key. Oh, of course. Yes. That's why I put the X there, but I forgot to use it. Okay, so now actually let's put two messages in here real quick. And we should see I hope. I don't know. No. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Did we have any special classes in the... Oh, we did. It was called a class sentence. Yeah, we need that. We need that, obviously. My apologies. And I messed up. It's okay. We'll fix it. This is looking a bit too messy for my taste. Oh, what the heck? My linter is being funny. Okay, we'll leave it alone for now. I can't afford to fix that on live on air. We'll fix that later. Um, but like I said, let's take a look at the messages. Excellent. And there we are. We are receiving messages. We are receiving messages. That's good. Um Now we need to create some sort of input field that when I send a message to when I type a message in, it adds a message to the list of messages. So we know we need let's call it I don't know what to call it. Input text should be blank. Obviously, at first it should be blank. Also, when this is called, we kind of want to say input text. When the user sends over a message, right? The input text should be cleared. No, I think so. It's like a phone. When you type a message in, you click send. The message is sent, and your text box is blanked out. No, that should be it. Bro, I gotta talk to my my linter. My linter's being an a-hole right now. Okay. So I'm not sure what happened to my messages, but okay. Okay, so we need an input field. Let's just get a text field in here, no? Common HTML text field. We could go crazy and make our own and all this nonsense. But nah. Let's just see what this renders. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. All right. So now the and so what I've done here is I've linked that variable I've declared here. I've declared a variable here, right? And I've linked it, I binded it to this input field. So when you type in here, it should change the value in the variable. Now, first things first, let's do something real quick. And I got to find a better way to do this because this is ghetto. Let's put the value of input text in here up here just to confirm, right? Just to confirm as we're changing it that it's actually working, right? Let's reorganize this a bit because I don't like. Sorry, my computer just farted. Not sure what that's about. Let's get rid of it for now. Okay. As you can see, why the heck does the... Oh, okay. Yes, of course. So the text changes as we edit it, which is what we want, right? Kind of also need a button, no? A send button. Yes. Let's put some placeholder in here. What is a placeholder for like phone? Like, let me look at my phone real quick. Text message. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Excellent. All right. So, one thing I feel like I need is I need a way to... I need to space these things out. They're too close. But we'll figure that out later. Let's work on functionality right now, because we have, you know, we're in there like swimwear right now. And when you hit send, right? When you hit send, we kind of want to call... Actually, we don't even need this message. What we need is input text, right? So here's what's gonna happen. When the user clicks this button, we're gonna call at... Actually, we need to change this message. It should be send message. We're gonna call send message. Send message is gonna grab the input text, push it into the array with the current messages that are visible. I'm not sure what this is all about, man. In any case, here we are. Hi there, friend. Send it. And boom, the message shows up. How are you? The message shows up, which is what we want. And let's see. Let's see if we can render like an animation for when I'm typing something. While I'm typing it, render some sort of little animation. First and foremost, I may have to cut this short soon, guys, just so you know. I apologize. It wasted some time. Oh, I see. I remember now. Yes. They rendered like these three little dots inside a small blurb. And what does the animation look like? Typing indicator. Yeah. A GIF. That's perfect. Talk to me. Oh, up and down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I kind of don't like that though. What's this one? Oh, this one's more subtle. But so iMessage. I don't have an iPhone. I guess iMessage does this pulsating thing. It's interesting. Just thinking how I would be able to replicate this. Wow. What about WhatsApp? What do they do? Instagram. I thought this was man. Feels like just gonna have to wing it and do whatever the hell I want. I kind of don't like the it can't be a big freaking can't be a big blurb. You see, I kind of like this. I kind of like that. Those little 3 dots and it says I'm typing. I like that, to be honest. Okay. All right. So let's get a message. Actually, this is in the wrong place. So this is not speech. This is the button here. So inside of speech, at the bottom of speech, we have an additional paragraph. And this paragraph says, Oriosi is typing, something along these lines. Okay. And we're going to display the little dots animation in here while I'm typing. Let's get that animation up without even really like making it smart or anything. Let's just get it up. That way we can call it a night on that and end on a high note. So what are we going to animate? How are we going to animate it? We could just use the dot's got to grow. So the dot's got to scale. I'm not sure, honestly. Let's render them first, though. So, I'm gonna switch this. Let's use I tags. I'm sorry, my editor's fighting me right now. Dots. see what that looks like. Like doo-doo. Yes. Not sure what the hell happened. Is typing dots. Let's find our dots. They're somewhere in here. Here they are right here. Oh, okay. You know what? Of course. I forgot that they're eye tags. All right. All right. And overall, dots themselves is also right. Why is it underneath the input field? Oh, I moved the wrong thing over. Forgot to move this. Okay. So there you have it. I like that way better than that other joint. And now animating them, I guess we scale them up and down a bit, no? As time passes. But like we have to stagger them, I guess. We'll use animation delay. That's what we'll do. I don't even know why I'm concerned with like sizing at this moment. It's not important. All right. Yeah. And so we'll use like keyframes. Yeah. Keyframes and call it scale up. And then we'll say that at 0%, transform scale is 1. And then at 50%, we'll say that scale is 2. I don't know if I'm doing this right. And then at 100%, scale is back down to 1. And so we should really call this scale up down. Yes. That's the name of this animation. This is an animation. I think it'll work. I don't know. It should work. But we shall see. So each dot we need to tell each dot. Okay, so animation is it name? Scale up and down. Right? Animation, is it duration? We really want, is there no infinite? Is this not the right thing? Animation iteration count? I think that's what it is. Yes. Okay. And direction. Wait, no. I thought it was forward. I guess not. We'll leave that alone for now. We might not need it. Um, let's see what they look like right now. Like doo doo. Why is it not animating? I don't know. Just a moment. Scale up and down, and then animation name scale up and down. Maybe I did something wrong with that. Maybe we'll just do that. And no, it was worth a shot. Let's just do what we have to do, which is keyframe. Look this up. As you can tell, I've committed some of it to memory, but not all. It's not really necessary to commit it all. Duration. Oh, so we did need duration. I want to say 1 second, or maybe 2. Is it working? Yay, guys, it's working. It's working. Or he's typing, but that's not what you originally envisioned, right? You thought, they got to be staggered, right? Yes, so we have to stagger them. And I think we'll do that by using an animation delay. We have to talk to each individual dot now. We can't just talk to all three. See, we're talking to all three here. So we'll talk to each individual one by saying, and by using nth child, which pretty much just means like X child, and X being something you can specify. So in this case, we want the first child, and we want to say animation delay. Let's delay him down by, I don't know what to do. We have to do some math here so that we can stagger them uniformly. But when the first one is up, the second one should get going. So the animation duration is 2 seconds. It takes a second for the first one to reach max height. So we should delay the first one. We should not delay the first one. We only care about the second one being delayed. And I actually like specifying milliseconds over seconds. It's irrelevant mostly, but not to me. It's more specific, so I like it. And the third one, we want to delay by 2 seconds. I wonder what that looks like. It looks like doo-doo. Nah, it doesn't look like doo-doo, but it's not bad, actually. It just needs to... I need to time it differently. I got to do some math. Just a moment here. I'm going to be dividing some numbers here on my other screen. Basically, I want to divide evenly. I want to know what the exact number is. So I'm going to whip out a calculator. 1 second or 1,000 divided by 3 is 3. Oh, yeah, I knew that. And so I wonder, though. Let's see. Over time, this will fail over time. I need to use different numbers that allow this to be a more exact calculation. I may need to pick a number that's divisible by 3 overall for the animation duration. So 3,000 milliseconds. And the second one is delayed by 3,000 divided by 2 is 1,500. And then at 2,500, this is not right. This is not going to work. You know what? I'll take it. I got to play around with it. But guys, this is it for tonight. What have we achieved? Well, you tell me there, brother. Again, the idea is, right, that I can send messages to the screen. I'll demo this now so you can, be happy or whatever, right? We'll demo it. So let me do some final changes real quick, because why didn't it indent it? Right, so input area. Input area. Dang it. Just a moment. Oh, dang, it doesn't like me. It doesn't like me right now. All right, I'm going at 1,000 miles an hour real quick. So what's going on here? All right, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna move this to the bottom, just to be quick. Or not. Might need to talk to the body and say, hey, buddy. Bruh, this is embarrassing me. It's probably inside. Probably need to talk to the app to begin with. Yeah. Figured as much. Okay. I guess. Oh, I made a typo in the class name at the top here. Put a plus sign. That should work now. Right. So input area. Now I've moved the input area to the bottom so I can have it off screen. I want to move this to the right. I think I might just be able to get away with text line right. Something I don't get to do often. It's never that simple. But in this case, this app is very simple, so. Yay! I'm gonna get away with it. Okay, so we know this is not dynamic yet. But we're gonna link it next time I stream. We'll link it. We'll make it so that when I'm typing, this animation is going, and I'll have some numbers ready. You got do a little bit of math to get these things animating one after the other sequence. Maybe there should be a delay to make this work. I got to figure it out. But in any case, you see it working now, how I intend to use it, because it's ready as it is right now. Let's run the Electron app. Let's stop it and run the let's run the Electron app. Let's stop that and re-render it. And as you can see now, there are no messages by my face. But when I type something in, boom, there's a message. Now we have to animate it. We have to make it go away over time, right? We have to make it go. Why did my? Oh, I didn't get to. Don't really like using inline styles unless they're necessary. But there you have it. Another message. And the beauty is, let me move back to the stream here. The beauty is, as I'm typing in the Electron app, just a second, I have to move it to another monitor. As I'm typing in the Electron app, you don't get to see me. Just a moment, I'm gonna position it a little bit better. You don't get to see me type. Yet, I'm typing. So that's a cool thing, right? Because if I move it up here, then you will see me type. Just a second. See, look at the bottom, you see? If I'm typing at the bottom, you'll see that I'm typing here. So I have all this place to play with to send messages. Of course, over time, I think I'll render the initial message here, bump it up as messages come in, and then eventually this message should vanish once I've sent enough messages in. So let's bring this down, to here, something like that. And this will be a working example of what I intend to. So I could be talking about something, I could be talking about a subject, and I could, at the same time take a pause and take a breather to send out a message real quick in Spanish or whatever I really want, whatever I want to use the app for. It could be something like, I got to get better at continuing to maybe speak or maybe carry on while I'm putting this message out. But, it could be something like that, where I send out the little blurb. We got to see. You got to see. So with that being said, guys, thank you. This is it for today. Have a good night.